Hello everybody, my name is Jmack Gaming and welcome back to another episode of this TEW WWE 2005 run. This is episode 5. This is the first Monday Night Raw after New Year's Revolution where Triple H won the belt. If you haven't seen that episode, go back, go watch that episode. It was kind of a big episode this early into the series. Let's get into this Monday Night Raw. This is the second week of January. We're leading up to the Royal Rumble. We'll see the fallout of New Year's Revolution tonight. Let's run the show. In an extremely short pre-show match, Cain, who defeated Gene Snitsky last night at New Year's Revolution, defeated Steven Richards and 334 with a chokeslam. Basically just actually, before we get into that match, Snitsky was actually popped for steroids right after the show. We suspended him for 1 month, so Cain, not having much to do anymore with Snitsky gone, he took on Steven Richards in a pre-show match just to get him in a match because I really don't have anything to do with him now anymore. Steven Richards, 56, Cain with a 73, so, you know, decent little pre-show match. We move on to another pre-show match in a pre-show bout at Subpar Wrestling in Little Heat. Rhino defeated WWE developmental wrestler Johnny Nitro in 334 with a gore. Nitro coming up, getting his first dark match of his young professional career. Rhino 72, Nitro 34. Nitro's gonna be a star, I feel like, in this save. So might as well get him on the main roster, getting him in matches as soon as possible. Let's go to the main show, everybody. Eric Bischoff starts. He's starting off Monday Night Raw. He's in the ring, and he welcomes. He doesn't really call out, but he welcomes the newly crowned WWE World Heavyweight Champion Triple H to the ring, and out comes the game, and he's outflanked by Batista and Ric Flair, current Evolution compadres. Batista a little banged up from last night's Elimination Chamber match, but he's walking down the ring. He's there for his teammate Triple H. Ric Flair, who came off a victory over Muhammad Hassan, he's looking pretty good. Triple H is wondering what's going on. Why is he being rushed out to the ring by the general manager? And Eric Bischoff says we need to find a new #1 contender to take you on for the belt at the Royal Rumble this upcoming month. So we have the 5 men who were in the chamber match last night, and you too, Ric Flair. There will be 3 matches tonight. The 3 winners of those matches will move on to a triple threat match next week on Monday Night Raw to determine the #1 contender for the belt. Those 3 matches will be Chris Benoit versus Ric Flair, a rematch from last week's Monday Night Raw, if you don't remember the main event, where Benoit went over Flair to get into the chamber match. We have Randy Orton taking on Edge. And in our main event, Shawn Michaels will take on the animal, Batista. Now, Triple H, he wants his Evolution people to win. He wants Flair, he wants Batista, because he knows either one of those guys will lay down for them. He doesn't want Randy Orton. You kicked him out 6 months ago. Why would you want him in? We'll see what goes on in later on to this show, but right now let's move on to the first match of the night. Victoria and Trish Stratus, and about that had decent wrestling but not much heat. Trish Stratus defeated Victoria in 6:38 with a Stratusfaction. Victoria seemed off her game, not suited to her gimmick, but she had great chemistry, or pretty good chemistry with Trish, and it lifted the match. Like I said last time, these women matches are doing a lot better than I thought they would. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to book ahead with these girls. But we move on to the next segment where after the match, Lita came out and she beat down Trish Stratus. Trish comes back and they start fighting and they brought her back. The security tried to break him up. AKA local indie dudes. But but they brought her back. So it got a 70 AC plus. These girls do not like each other one bit. We move on to a 4-on-4 tag team match where Christian and Tomko, the number one contenders, if I can remember correctly, they team up with the newly crowned tag team champions of La Resistance, Van Granier and Robert Conway, to take on former tag team champions Eugene and Regal and the Hurricane and Rosie. And about that at Sapar Wrestling Little Heat, the heels win when Sylvain Grenier pinned Rosie with an implant DDT. Christian, by far the best wrestler. Oh, actually, no. Christian, Regal, and Hurricane all getting high 60s, 70s. So Tomko needs to improve, and Rosie needs to improve rapidly. We move on to a match that happened because these two men did not win a New Year's Revolution in the Triple Threat Intercontinental title match. And about that at Subpar Wrestling in Little Heat, Shelton to Benjamin defeated Maven in 12:27 with a T-bone suplex. What was not explained, that I forgot to put in angle-wise, that this is now a start of a 2-out-of-3 number one contender match, where the winner of that series will move on to take on Jericho at the Royal Rumble for the belt. Benjamin will win match number 1, so he is up 1-0. Maven will have to come back and win 2 straight to take on Jericho at the Rumble. Both of these men not suited to the gimmick. Maven seemed off. Just an alright match for two guys that I know could do better. It's whatever. And after the match, Benjamin offered to shake the hand of Maven, but Maven refuses and walks off. 52. It is what it is. We move on to our first match of those 3 matches for the night. Benoit Flair. Benoit defeating Ric Flair in 12:02 by pinfall with a diving headbutt. A 78, better than their last match, which I think was a 77. Benoit 82, Ric Flair 68. The match got the crowd hotter. Not much else. We move on to the next segment where Muhammad Hassan and Daivari come out and they beat down Ric Flair after that. After the match, Muhammad Hassan not suited to his gimmick. Ric Flair came across well. Daivari did not come out of this looking good. So, whatever. The next match, Randy Orton took on Edge in a decent match. Randy Orton defeated Edge in 14:37 with a RKO. Orton 71, Edge 78. The announcing quality lifted the match. It's 2005, and these guys are slated for big things in the WWE, and I'm really looking forward to booking them, because I'm going to enjoy it. These guys are great, and I'm just going to enjoy booking them for the next 10 years in this game, just having fun with them. After the match, Orton grabs the mic, and he basically calls out Triple H. He wants that belt. He's going to get the belt. He's still pissed off that he got taken out of Evolution. He's gonna prove to Triple H that he should still be in it. And at the Royal Rumble, he will take that belt. But he's got to get past Benoit and the winner of this next match, which is Shawn Michaels Batista. Next segment, in a decent match, Shawn Michaels defeated Batista at 16:50 with a flying elbow drop. Shawn Michaels moves past, and no Evolution member made it into the triple threat. Batista seemed off his game. Lawler, blah, blah, blah. Michaels 86, Batista is 67. Next segment, Shawn Michaels celebrates in the ring while Batista and Triple H argue with each other. Batista mad at Triple H for not helping him. Triple H mad at Batista for, not winning without his help. And then we end the show with a 74. Not enough interesting storylines going on. I think I'm at the point where I'm going to probably turn that off, because it's bothering me, because it brings down the rating of the show, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Show lost its popularity in its 18 regions. Whatever at this point. I'll get over it. This has been episode 5 of this TEW series. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you for episode 6, which is the second week of SmackDown. We're getting up to the Royal Rumble, guys. Put down in the comments who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble this year. I'm excited. I don't have a winner right now in my notes, but I have a couple people I'm looking at. So, yeah, I'll see you guys for episode 6. See ya.